Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the Forrester manse, Eric wants to know if there's any news from behind adversary lines. Ridge tells him that he and Taylor had a nice discussion with Steffy, but not about the preemption. They can't believe Carter would do this, and that Brooke would join him. Taylor assures the men Steffy has a plan and will get the company back. Ridge tells Eric that Steffy wants to appeal to Carter's heart. Eric grievances, good luck with that. They debate as Taylor listens. Eric says it's the worst treason in the world. Taylor reminds Ridge that Brooke's been talking to Carter. The man they know and love is in there, it just needs to be drawn out by the right person. Taylor thinks Steffy or Daphne could get through to him. She's seen it in her practice, how different people can prompt subtle changes. Eric argues that Carter's not at all the man he used to be. Taylor thinks he'll be the man he was again. He'll come out of the fog and realize what he's done. At Forrester, Carter, Hope and Brooke prepare for their big moment. Hope notices Carter's not smiling and asks why he's not further agitated about the launch. She thinks he's upset this won't be a success and promises the jewelry line will be a mega hit. Hope urges him to enjoy his moment, he's earned it. You've earned that seat behind the office. Now, go and enjoy it. Brooke and Carter change a look. In the design office, Steffy thanks Daphne, who assures her friend she'll be sure to make sure Carter sees he was manipulated by Hope. Steffy mentions temptation being out of the picture now, but Daphne says there's no need to rule it out yet. Still, appealing to his sense of virtuousness should work. Steffy stresses that they need to succeed and relieve Forrester creations of the Logans formerly and for all. Daphne assures Steffy that she's got a good read on Carter now. She agrees with her friend that a big shift seems to have happened with him. Steffy says that was because of Hope. Daphne thinks he can find himself again. She ruminates that he's not only successful, but also handsome. Helping Steffy is her precedence, but it's also come a particular charge to deliver Carter from Hope Logan. Latterly, Hope enters the design office, where Steffy is sitting behind the office. She stops short and breathes in, smiling. Was Daphne in then with you? Steffy says her spices are veritably intoxicating. Brooke regards in and asks if everything is okay in there. Steffy says yes, though she's not on board with the achievement. Hope says the jewelry launch is moment. This will show that the new power structure then's a success. Steffy says she formerly knows about the drop. Hope thinks Steffy should learn to accept this. Nothing is going to change it. Not indeed you. Brooke looks worried by her son's words. Steffy remarks on the treason. Hope informs her she'll see it else when the massive gains start rolling in. Steffy flurries, or massive debt. She's thankful her grandmother isn't then to see this. But my pater. And my forefather, is their heritage just going to fade down? Do you understand the impact this is having on them? Brooke has to leave the room. Steffy tells Hope she thinks her mama is realizing that what she and Carter have done is wrong. In the main office, Carter admires Daphne's gamey scent. She purrs that it's a big day. Taking his hand, she says, I've been allowing of you, Carter. Carter squints, are you coming on to me? Daphne asks, would you be surprised? Just also, Charlie comes by. He sniffs the air and stammers over the lovely Daphne rose. Is that cinnamon? He keeps guessing until Carter prompts, Charles. Charlie wraps it up and leaves the room, mumbling to himself about vanilla. Carter tells Daphne the security guard is right about her scent. It'll be a mega hit. Daphne questions if he can truly celebrate his successes, knowing how it came about. Running Forrester Creations without the Forresters, it's strange to me. Daphne says she can smell when someone isn't being true to themselves. Carter frowns as she says Hope has him wrapped around her cutlet. He wants to be married and wants attention and love. Hope's giving him commodity that feels like that. He'll do anything for her to make it last. Indeed, impale a close friend in the reverse. Brooke approaches in the doorway as Daphne suggests that being a part of this preemption isn't who he really is it? She asks him to suppose long and hard about what she said, and also exits. Brooke closes the door and she and Carter gawk at each other. At the Forrester manse, Ridge tells Taylor that Carter is delusional. His former friend is gone. Taylor thinks Ridge is still in shock at the treason. Eric feels the same way. Complete and maximum shock. Ridge sits by his pater. He's really angry this happened, but there's also a sadness and heartache to it. Someone they loved and trusted is gone because of Hope. In the design office, Steffy tells Hope she thinks her mama is realizing that what she and Carter have done is wrong. Hope thinks she just wanted to get down from the pressure. Steffy thinks she's a reticent CEO and she's not buying the achievement presently. Her parents are back together and she's alone. Hope asks if that's because of the achievement or because of her father's incapability to commit. Steffy says Brooke's heart is importing on her. Hope tells her to stop being so ridiculous. Her mama's derangement about Ridge and Taylor, but her heart is clear. The Logans will be getting accolades for times, and she's thrilled to be CEO. Together, Carter and her mama will lead Forrester into the future. They make quite the platoon. In the main office, Brooke thinks Carter should hear to what Daphne had to say. What they're doing there isn't right. Ridge and Eric are just sitting at home. They've commodity in common. Carter says that's a collective love for Hope. Brooke says yes, but also for someone differently. Carter countries Ridge. Brooke tears up. They both lost him because of this achievement. I'm sure that you miss him just as important as I do. He can deny it all he wants, but she knows he's crying outside too. At the Forrester manse, Ridge paces and remembers highlights of his relationship with Carter. In the main office, Brooke asks Carter how much longer they can let this go on. Ridge belongs then at Forrester. Hope Logan her big chance to steal John Finnegan. Still, that could clearly change the game. If Hope accepts Luna Nozawa when Steffy Forrester, can't. The last time Hope threw herself at Finn, she was incontinently rejected. Finn had no interest in pursuing a love with Hope, so she was left embarrassed after her crapulous kiss and all the flirting she'd been doing. Hope ultimately set up love with Carter Walton, but it doesn't feel meant to last. Indeed, if Steffy and Daphne Rose's plot fails, there are good reasons to suppose Hope and Carter will resolve. Carter's guilt over this LLC preemption is formally taking a risk, so what happens if he eventually gives power back to the Forters? Hope may cloud over Carter countermanding on all his support, especially since Steffy could cancel her line and fire her each over again. Whatever the case, Carter and Hope have no way felt like a B&B pairing that was going to stand the test of time anyway. Since Hope and Carter were thrown together so snappily with no real substance to their love story, they may break up sooner rather than laterally. Still, it could leave Hope single at a veritably significant time, if that's the case. That's because Steffy and Finn's marriage could be on the verge of crumpling over the news that Luna is his son. Finn is mealy with Poppy Nozawa for making him miss out on over 2 decades of recollections with Luna. Of course, Finn also feels like if he'd been suitable to step up as a father, perhaps he could have averted Luna from going down such an awful path. Although Finn can't change the history, he can clearly try to bond with Luna now. The situation isn't ideal since Luna's serving a life judgment under house arrest at Bill Spencer's place, but Finn may get updates and try to reconnect with her there. Steffy may not be veritably probative of that plan, especially if she fears Luna's ankle examiner won't keep her at bay. As Finn and Steffy's marriage falls piecemeal, Hope could fluently swoop in and make her move with Finn next. Hope may be more forgiving of Luna's miscalculations and understand Finn's desire to bond with her. This could allow Hope to get vengeance on Steffy and find herself a new man time after her own Carter split. Hope might revive her sweats to steal Finn for herself, so stick with us for further romantic prognostications.